Chakra Varadacharyam Shuddhasattva Guruttamam Srinidhim Raghavam Vande Hyapara Karunakaram Nidhaya Vetram Anjasasva Mauli Veshtanavrite Prabodha Mudrikam Vadhan Pramoda Puri Tantaraha Satotra Sutra Satkaraf Parojagada Yatpura Yatindra Bhashya Manditam Tadatra Bhati Shobhanam, targeting Arjuna who looked so wary. Krishna gave Bhagavad Gita to make life merry. It's my pleasure here to share with you in Cary the inherent message which Bhagavad Gita versus Cary. Namaskaram to all. Let us all embark on a virtual tour to Kurukshetra now. On one side, 7 Akshauhini Pandava army is assembled. On the other side, 11 Akshauhini Kaurava army is assembled. In the middle of the battlefield, Arjuna breaks down in his chariot, surrendering to Krishna. He doesn't know what to do. Now Krishna starts teaching Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. We saw the first chapter of Gita, which is called Shravanadhikari in Ramanuja tradition. Usually they say Arjuna Vishada Yoga. Actually, the more appropriate name is Shravanadhikari, the plight of listener, the plight of each and every listener is highlighted in the first chapter. Arjuna breaking down is a representation of the mental turmoil which each one of us experiences in everyday life. Now the second chapter, it is called Tan Moha Shamanam, solution to your mental turmoil. That's what Krishna gave as IPS formula. I for identity, P for performance, S for self-reflection. So theoretically realize your identity as Jivatma, I. Perform your duty, Karma Yoga, P. And finally, self-reflection. You go to the stage of self-experience, following which your mental turmoil will come to an end. If you reach the stage of Sthita Prajna, you can put an end to your mental turmoil. To put it in a nutshell, if Arjuna does his duty properly, Pandava army will defeat the Kaurava army. If you do your Karma Yoga properly, positive thoughts will defeat your negative thoughts and ensure that you are victorious in your lives. Now Krishna concludes saying, "O Arjuna, you have to fight." Now starts the third chapter, first verse. Arjuna says, "No, Krishna, I have a doubt. Your teachings are self-contradictory. If a person wants to attain self-realization, Atmanubhavam, experience of the self, what is the way? Meditation and not action. You are saying that action will lead to self-realization. Never. If a person is acting, working, all senses are indulged in all kinds of activities, how can he attain peace of mind and self-realization? He has to refrain from all activities. He has to withdraw his senses from all external objects, focus inwards. That can lead to self-realization. Now you tell me, outward action will lead to self-realization or inward reflection will lead to self-realization? What do you say? Inward reflection. So Arjuna asks, third chapter, first question, Jyayasi chet karmanaste Matha buddhir janardana tatkim karmani ghore mam niyojayasi keshava. Krishna, I have to refrain from action, withdraw my senses to realize the self. On the contrary, you are asking me to fight involving karma yoga. If I have to fight, all my senses have to work. My eyes, my ears, my speech, my hands, my legs, everything has to work. How can that take me towards self-realization? No, Krishna, you are showing me a different way. You are pushing me into this horrible war which involves killing of so many innocent souls. You are pushing me towards this war. No, Krishna, I am asking the route for some city which is situated eastwards. But you are showing the way towards the west. No, this cannot take me to self-realization. Please give me answer, says Arjuna. Now Krishna starts teaching the third chapter of Gita to Arjuna. The third chapter is called, usually it is called Karma Yoga. But Swami Vedanta Deshika gives the perfect, appropriate name for the third chapter. Karma Yoga Kartavyatvam. If you are given an option to choose between Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, you have to choose Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga Kartavyatvam. Karma Yoga is your choice. Not that you can choose. You have to choose Karma Yoga only. So Karma Yoga Kartavyatvam. Choose Karma Yoga over Jnana Yoga. That is the essence of the third chapter. Now without further delay, Krishna starts answering. We now virtually travel to Kurukshetra. Arjuna is in the chariot. Krishna is as usual in the driver's seat. Now Krishna is going to answer the third verse of the third chapter. Yes, Arjuna, Jnana Yoga, meditation, inward reflection, takes you to self-realization. At the same time, outward action, karma yoga, also takes you to self-realization. Lokesmin vividha nittha pura prokta maya nagha dhyana yogena sankhyanam karma yogena yoginam. Krishna says, I have created two different pathways to the common destination called self-realization. Your Atmanubhavam, self-realization or experience of self is the common destination. But even in Google Maps, you can see two different ways to attain one common destination, right? Similarly, Krishna says, I have created two paths. One path is called the path of action, Karma Yoga. In that case, you have to lead a normal family life, but do your duty sincerely. Don't expect reward. Offer the reward to God. Do your duty as worship of God. If you do that duty properly, that action can also take you to self-realization. At the same time, another route is Jnana Yoga. Some people may be interested in that route. But in that Jnana Yoga, you have to leave everything. Abandon all actions. Become a sannyasi, an ascetic. Retire to forest. Abandon all actions. Withdraw all your senses, refrain from all performances, and then focus inward, self, Atma, reflection. In that path also, you can attain the same destination called self-realization. But the issue is, Karma Yoga is like a highway. Jnana Yoga is like a city road. It is very easy to drive in a highway, but it is very difficult to ride on a city road. Likewise, this Jnana Yoga has got a lot of traffic. Even to travel 1 kilometer or 1 mile, it will take a lot of time to progress. But when it is a highway, progress is easy. So, destination is same. I have given two routes. One route is Karma Yoga, easy like a motorway or highway. Another route is Jnana Yoga, which is retiring from everything, but it is difficult like a city traffic route. Now Krishna tells Arjuna, you have to choose Karma Yoga over Jnana Yoga. Arjuna asks, no Krishna, I can't accept when you say just like that, this is city way, this is motorway. No, I want proper reasons. Okay, Krishna starts giving reasons one by one. First reason, Arjuna, Jnana Yoga is not your cup of tea. The fourth verse of the third chapter, na karmanam anarambhat naishkarmyam purushoshnute nacha sanyasana deva siddhim samadhigacchati. Arjuna, in order to perform Jnana Yoga, first your mind should be pure, clear and mature. Without that mental maturity, you cannot enter into Jnana Yoga. To achieve that mental maturity, you have to perform Karma Yoga. So this is the first step. First perform Karma Yoga, attain mental maturity, then only you can progress to Jnana Yoga. Let me give you one example. A small boy, 5-year-old boy, wanted to become a doctor. His father immediately took him to a medical college dean. He requested the dean, sir, please give my son admission to MBBS. Dean laughed. Your son is just 5-year-old. You are asking admission to MBBS. Please admit him to first standard or LKG. No, my son doesn't want to read first standard, LKG or school education. He wants to become a doctor only. So MBBS is alone needed for doctor. So I want to admit him in this medical college. Dean said, yes, MBBS course is needed to become a doctor. But if you want to study MBBS, if you want to understand MBBS, you should have finished your primary education, higher secondary education. If there is NEET exam, you have to clear the NEET exam. Then only you can be prepared to receive whatever syllabus is there in MBBS. Similarly, Jnana Yoga is like MBBS syllabus. If you want to go there, first you have to finish the primary higher secondary education called Karma Yoga, attain mental maturity, then only you can go to Jnana Yoga, Arjuna. What you are doing is, you are trying to jump over 2 steps. It is not possible. First step, then only you can go to second step. Take for example, one joke, because I don't want to keep this dry philosophy. Often I will say some jokes to keep it lively. One boy He was seated on easy chair in his home, watching TV and eating upma. His father came. Hey, you have got exam tomorrow. Prepare for the exam, he said. The son said, what is the use of preparing for exam? Hey, if you prepare well, you can write the exam well. What is the use of writing the exam? Hey, you can score good marks. What is the use of scoring good marks? Hey, you can get a good job. What is the use of getting good job? Hey, you can earn a lot of money. What is the use of earning a lot of money? Hey, you can be seated on an easy chair. You can watch TV and eat upma if you earn a lot. I am already doing that only, he said. Is it right? He has to first prepare for exam, write the exam well, score good marks, go for a job, earn, and then you can sit on an easy chair, watch TV, eat upma. Likewise, first you have to perform karma yoga, attain mental maturity, then you can go to jnana yoga. You cannot go to jnana yoga straight away. It is not your cup of tea, neither your plate of upma. So you cannot go to jnana yoga directly. One. Point number 2, Krishna says, we are never used to inaction. We are always used to action only. Karma yoga involves action. It is very easy for us because we are used to it. Jnana yoga involves inaction, which is very, 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 very difficult. It's not so easy as we imagine. That's what Krishna says, 5th verse, Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jatu tishtati akarma kriti karyatehi avashah karma sarvah prakriti jairgunaihi. Arjuna, what is the toughest thing on this earth? Remaining idle. Remaining idle is the toughest thing on this earth. We are always used to doing something. Whether it is useful job or useless job is an entirely different thing. But we are used to doing something. Remaining idle. Leave alone others. Let me take my case. My ENT doctor has specifically told me you should not speak more than 4 hours per day. But I have got 1.5 hours of recording every day, 2 hours of discourse, 3.5 hours gone, remaining only 30 minutes. I cannot speak beyond 30 minutes. That's why if I am staying in our Lax Sri Swami's home, when he asked, can I bring tiffin? Do you want tiffin or lunch? It is very difficult for him to understand. But what to do? But they are thinking that there is no problem for him. He is just speaking over action. The most difficult thing is remaining silent like this, because all people around me will be speaking. I have to be silent. I cannot use my head vertically. I cannot my head horizontally. It is the most difficult thing. It is not easy as many people imagine, because all will be speaking. My mind will prompt me, you please speak here, you please speak here. I will, no, I should not speak. 4 hours gone. ENT will scold me. So remaining inactive or remaining silent is the most difficult thing, which we cannot do. So overnight, just abandon all action. Go to forest, become a sannyasi. If you start meditation, you may control your external senses, but you won't be able to control your mind. You will be seated on meditation, but you will be thinking, what is the IPL score? Okay, playoffs, 4 teams have qualified. What is the use of that sannyasam? What is the use of that meditation? So we have to progress gradually from known to unknown. What you are used for, from which you have to gradually move to a new thing. Therefore, first perform karma yoga, then after perfection you can go to jnana yoga. Now Arjuna says, okay Krishna, I have understood. You have substantiated everything. Let me observe karma yoga for some period. I will attain that maturity soon, and then I will progress to jnana yoga, he said. Krishna said, no Arjuna. Now you see, Krishna changes the route. No Arjuna, even if you attain that mental maturity, don't go to Jnana Yoga, continue in Karma Yoga itself. 19th verse of the 3rd chapter, Tasmad asaktas satatam, karyam karma samachara, asakto hi acharan karma, param apunoti purushaha. Arjuna, even after attaining mental maturity, you continue with Karma Yoga itself. Arjuna said, are you not contradicting yourself? What did he say initially? First Karma Yoga, then maturity, then Jnana Yoga. Krishna said, it is one pathway. Actually, the mental maturity which you get after doing Karma Yoga is like a junction of roads. At that point, the road diverges into two. You can continue in Karma Yoga itself and attain self-realization, or you can turn towards Jnana Yoga and attain the same target of self-realization. For example, there are many Tamil people here. If you travel from Trichy to Chennai, before Tambaram, the highway will continue as Maduravayal bypass. Also, a city road will go towards Tambaram, Pallavaram, Krompet, like that. If you want to go to Chennai, you can just continue in that Maduravayal bypass as well. Or if you prefer to take the city route, you can diverge towards city route as well. Likewise, Karma Yoga single-handedly can take you towards self-realization without expecting Jnana Yoga. That's a highway. That's what the example already we quoted. It is a highway. At the same time, once you attain some maturity in Karma Yoga, you can also opt to take a right cut towards the city road called Jnana Yoga. Again, both Maduravayal bypass and the Chennai city road, the GST road, they will all meet within the Chennai city. No doubt about that. To put it even simpler, there are two colleges. College A, College B. These days in discourses, I don't give any specific names for anything, because tolerance level of people is very, 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 very low. If I give something and if they feel offended, then that will create a lot of problems on social media. So whatever it is, A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, that's all. No name at all. So College A, College B. This College A offers both UG courses and PG courses. UG is undergraduate, PG is postgraduate. College B offers only postgraduate courses. If I want to get admission in College B, what should I do? First, I have to go to College A, qualify as undergraduate, and then go to College B for post-graduation. But if I want to become a postgraduate, there is no need that I should go to College B. I can do my UG in College A. Also, I can continue my PG in College A itself. Karma Yoga is College A, Jnana Yoga is College B. In Karma Yoga, you can do UG and followed by PG there itself, leading to self-realization. But in Jnana Yoga, you have to go to Karma Yoga, complete the UG, then come to Jnana Yoga, again the same destination called self-realization. So Arjuna, I suggest that Tasmad Asaktas Satatam Karyam Karma Samachara. Even if you attain that maturity, there is no necessity that you should take a right cut and then go into the city route. Then only, no. You can pursue your journey in that same highway to attain the same destination of self-realization. Arjuna asked, is it possible? Is it possible to attain self-realization just by this Karma Yoga? Krishna said, do you know my father-in-law of previous incarnation? He said. Who is the father-in-law of previous incarnation? Janaka, karmanaivahi samsiddhim astitha janakadayaha. Did Janaka Maharaja become a sannyasi? No, he was a king. He had Sita as his adopted daughter. He gave her away in marriage to Lord Rama. That Janaka Maharaja attained Atma Sakshatkaram, self-realization. How? Not by Jnana Yoga, not by going to forest, not by leaving everything. By living, not by leaving, but by living. That Janaka Maharaja attained self-realization. And many more souls are there. So you can attain. Now Arjuna asks, why can't I take that difficult city road of Jnana Yoga? Arjuna is very much intent on Jnana Yoga. Why means he is not interested in this war. If he chooses Karma Yoga, he has to fight. If he chooses Jnana Yoga, you can leave everything and go to forest. So he asks, why can't I choose Jnana Yoga? Krishna gives a beautiful reply, 21st verse. If you have Bhagavad Gita book or PDF on your phones, you can very much relate all these verses. 21st verse of 3rd chapter. Loka sangrahamevapi sampashyan kartumarhasi yadyad acharati srettaha tattadeva itaro janaha sa yat pramanam kurute lokastad anuvartate. Because Arjuna, you should not go to Jnana Yoga because you are a celebrity. You are a well-known person. You are a great scholar. The order of the world is, whatever a great scholar does, laymen will try to emulate them. If a great scholar does something, ordinary man will follow. Hey, he is doing that, so it is right. Other people will follow. Arjuna, just imagine, Just because you are qualified enough to perform Jnana Yoga, if you choose Jnana Yoga, a layman like Venkatesh will think, Arjuna is a great person. He himself has chosen Jnana Yoga, so I will also choose Jnana Yoga. So this unqualified person will start to choose Jnana Yoga. The problem is, he will leave Karma Yoga, trying to go to Jnana Yoga. If he goes to Jnana Yoga, he can't progress in Jnana Yoga as well. So these innocent souls will get stranded. They will be in a fix. They leave away Karma Yoga. They can't progress in Jnana Yoga. Then problem for everybody. So you should be an example. You should lead by an example. You should be a role model. Being a celebrity, being a well-known person, being a great scholar, Arjuna, you should lead by an example. You should show the way. This is Karma Yoga. Because any UG, PG, both are admitted in college A. If Arjuna reads in college A, then everybody will come to that. Karma Yogam can be followed by all. If you choose college B, trying to get close to Arjuna, everybody will try to college B, get admission. That's not possible. So you have to show the way. To keep this in mind, I will narrate you one story. Have you heard of Sri Nagai Mugundan Swami? A great speaker in our Tamil Nadu, is very much known, a well-wisher for me. He is my father's colleague in Karur Vysya Bank. Once he came to my place, Kumbakonam in Tamil Nadu, to a marriage function. There was a huge hall, just like our Kalyana Mandapam in our temple, a huge mandapam. He was climbing the steps. At that time, a mosquito fell into his eyes. He just struggled for a bit, and then caught hold of a pillar, stabilized himself, and then went inside. All people who followed him started worshipping that pillar, because he held that pillar with two hands and then went inside. Reason is, mosquito fell into his eyes. But people who followed, hey, great Upanyasakar, he is worshipping that pillar. It means Lord Narasimha is inside that pillar. They were all worshipping. Yad yad acharati sretaha tattadeva itaro janaha. Whatever a great scholar does, people will automatically emulate the same thing. So Arjuna, you don't go to Jnana Yoga, you perform Karma Yoga, you can lead by example. Arjuna said, Krishna, you haven't answered my question yet. See, it is very, very difficult to convince Arjuna. I can convince you all. But Krishna cannot convince Arjuna. He says, you haven't answered my question. What was Arjuna's question? How can action take you to self-realization? Because you are using all your senses, you are acting on all directions and say that it will take you to inward peace. How? I have to refrain from my actions. I have to withdraw my senses, turn inward. That only will take me to self-realization. This is the question of Arjuna. Arjuna says, you are beating around the bush. Where is the answer? Krishna said, here is the answer. 30th verse of the 3rd chapter. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa nirashir nirmamo bhutva yudhyasva vigata jwaraha. Arjuna, did I ask you to do karma or karma yoga? Karma or karma yoga? Karma yoga. There are two words. One is karma, two is yoga. Karma is action, yoga is meditation. I asked you to integrate that meditation in your action itself. Mere action will not take you to self-realization, but action coupled with meditation can take you to self-realization. Arjuna started laughing sarcastically. How can I integrate meditation into my action? If I perform meditation during my war, that's all. Can we meditate during action? A doctor treating his patient, okay, I will do meditation and treat my patient. How can you do? A teacher while taking class, I will do meditation. Karma, yoga. Karma plus yoga. Krishna laughed humorously. No, Arjuna. Meditation means not closing your eyes and meditating on something. Here, meditation with action means you have to develop certain state of mind while executing your action. You have to do your duty. But while doing that duty, while discharging your duty, you have to develop that yoga, certain kind of mindset. That is integration of knowledge with work, meditation with work, yoga with karma. What mindset? Now see the verse. Mayi sarvani karmani sanyasya adhyatma chetasa. You have to develop 3 kinds of mindset. 1. I am not the doer. God is using me as an instrument. I am not doing this. I am just an instrument. God is the doer. This is called kartrutva buddhi tyagam. Leave the sense of I. Right eye or left eye? No, GHI. Leave the sense of I. 2. Mamata tyagam. Leave the intention that nirmamo bhutva. Leave the intention that this is mine, my work. Leave that intention. Consider that this is a puja, worship of Bhagavan. This is not my action, this is his worship. 3. Palatyagam. Leave the attachment to worldly reward. Yesterday, one question came up. How can you do without any reward? No, you have got greater spiritual reward. To aim low is a crime. So, you aspire for spiritual liberation. That's the great benefit. You leave away all these material rewards. That attachment to material rewards, it is called palatyagam. Now you see, knowledge is integrated with action. You are doing, but while doing, you are in a state of yoga. What kind of yoga? Not closing your eyes and doing meditation. I am not the doer, God is doing. He is using me as an instrument. This is not my activity. God is God's worship this is, and this is dedicated to God. 3. I am not interested in the worldly benefit. I am going to attain liberation through this. So, kartrutva buddhi tyaga, mamata tyaga, phalatyaga. Sacrifice I, sacrifice mine, sacrifice the result. If you do your duty in this way, that karma yoga will directly take you to Atma Sakshatkaram or self-realization. So, bottom line, take home message from the 3rd chapter is, spirituality is not about leaving home, it is about living in home. Spirituality is not about mere meditation, it is about proper action coupled with knowledge. Spirituality is not about just becoming a sannyasi, it is about living here and facing the life. Spirituality is not leaving everything, it is about living in the reality, facing the hurdles of life, doing your duty properly and winning over all the sufferings. To put everything which I said as bunch in the form of a punch, spirituality is not escapism but empowerment. Spirituality is not running away from home, it is about rising above the hurdles. Because the main problem is, if we convene a lecture on Bhagavad Gita, especially parents say, my children should not listen to this, because if he listens to Bhagavad Gita, he will become a sannyasi. My parents also said so in those times. But actually the context of Bhagavad Gita is Arjuna wants to become a sannyasi. Krishna says, no, you should not become a sannyasi and you should live here and face the reality. Actually, Bhagavad Gita intends to turn you away from sannyasa and asks you to live this life, asks you to fight, face everything. Don't leave everything. That's the logo conveyed in the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So Krishna advises Arjuna, you should not go to Jnana Yoga for 3 reasons. Number 1, you have to be mentally prepared. You cannot straight away go to Jnana Yoga. Number 2, even if you are qualified, still Karma Yoga can take you to self-realization. Number 3, even if you want to choose Jnana Yoga, don't do it because you have to show the way for many more people. So this is the way for you. You can integrate. This is the most important point in the 3rd chapter. You can integrate yoga with karma. You can integrate jnana into karma yoga. You can integrate knowledge into your action. Do your duty with certain state of mind which says, I am not the doer. This is not my duty or my action. I am not interested in this worldly reward. With that you do. You can attain self-realization. So Arjuna, you can fight. With this, Krishna concludes the 3rd chapter of Bhagavad Gita. 30 minutes of discourse is over. Now we progress to the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. What is the name of 4th chapter? Jnana Karma Sannyasa Yoga is the popularly given name. But the appropriate name given by our acharyas is Karma Yoga Avantara Bhedaha. Karma Yoga Avantara Bhedaha. It means types of Karma Yoga. Yesterday one person asked me a question. It seems Karma Yoga has lot of layers. I hope that person is present today. Karma Yoga seems to have a lot of layers and varieties. Here the 4th chapter deals with the types of Karma Yoga. What are all the layers within Karma Yoga? Karma Yoga Avantara Bhedaha. This is the title of the 4th chapter. Now without further delay, we enter into the 4th chapter. Now Arjuna says, Krishna, My doubt has become stronger and stronger now, Arjuna said. Hey, I have been speaking everything to make everything clear for you. You are saying your doubt is becoming stronger and stronger. Why? Krishna was shocked. Arjuna said, no. In order to persuade me into this war, you are praising Karma Yoga too much. Because in the second chapter, you said first Karma Yoga, then Jnana Yoga, then self-realization. But in the third chapter, immediately you laid a bypass road and said, no, you go in Karma Yoga, that itself will take you to self-realization. Krishna, I suspect something fishy. You want to make me indulge in this war. If you speak about Jnana Yoga, I will run away. That's why you are speaking about Karma Yoga. No, I can't accept. Krishna says, the first verse of the fourth chapter, Arjuna, this Karma Yoga is not new. It is ancient. I have taught the same Karma Yoga as the way for self-realization to Surya, imam vivasvate yogam, proktavanaham avyayam, vivaswan manave prahe, manurikshvakave bravit. Oh Arjuna, I have taught this to Vivaswan Surya. Surya taught this to Vaivasvata Manu. We say in Sankalpam, Vaivasvata Manvantare. Surya taught that to Vaivasvata Manu. Vaivasvata Manu taught it to King Ikshvaku. It is very, very, very ancient form of knowledge, this Karma Yoga. I am not teaching this just to persuade you to engage in this warfare. This is very, very ancient. Arjuna said, I have another doubt now. Hey, what is your doubt, man? Krishna asked. Arjuna said, if you say that you have taught this to Vivaswan Surya, it should not be in this Krishna avatar. It should be in your earlier incarnation. Avaram bhavato janma param janma vivasvataha. You see, Ramanuja has explained this verse beautifully. In internet, you can't see this answer. Your Google Acharya, Meta Acharya, AI Acharya, Perplexity Acharya, ChatGPT Acharya, Gemini Ganesha Acharya, they don't give this answer. Ramanuja Acharya alone will give this answer. Arjuna asks, Krishna, if you say that you have taught this to Surya, it is definitely not in this Krishna avatar. That I am sure. It should be in any of your previous incarnations, previous avatars. In that case, kathametat vijaniyam tom adau proktavaniti. How should I understand all your incarnations? In what way should I understand your avatars? This is the question asked by Arjuna. The internet says, Arjuna asks Krishna, oh Krishna, you are born very late. Surya is there already. How can you teach Surya? Doesn't Arjuna know that Krishna is the incarnation of Lord Srimad Narayana? So the actual interpretation is, Arjuna asks, you might not have instructed Surya in this avatar. So obviously it is a previous avatar. Kathametat vijaniyam. In what way should I understand your avatars? Now Ramanuja further explains this in his Bhashyam. Arjuna has 6 doubts regarding the incarnations of Bhagavan. This is an important spiritual sixer. Just like sixer is very important in cricket, in Bhagavad Gita, this spiritual sixer is called Avatara Rahasya. It is a very, 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 very important part in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Arjuna has got 6 doubts regarding Krishna's incarnations. What are they? Ramanuja lists out them because Krishna is going to answer all these 6 questions. From the answers, Ramanuja interprets these 6 questions. They are not vividly given in Bhagavad Gita. But when you look at the 6 answers given by Krishna, you can infer that Arjuna had these 6 questions in mind. What are they? Question number 1, Ramanuja writes, Kim Indrajaladivat Mithya Uta Satyam. Krishna, are your incarnations mere illusions? Or do you take birth actually? Do you really take birth? Or is it just an illusion? This is the first question. Second question, please note all the questions so that we will get answers one by one. Second question, Satyatvecha Katham Janma Prakaraha. If you take incarnation, you come with full potency, or does your power or potency diminish during avatar? Because he may be fully potent, omnipotent in Vaikuntham. If he comes down to the earth, will he lose his power? Number 3, Kim Atmakoyam Dehaha. You take a divine body during your incarnation. Is it a material body or a divine spiritual body? This is the third question. Question number 4, Kascha Janma Hetuhu. what is the basis for your birth? We are all born based on karma. What's your basis? Because you are beyond karma. Yesterday one person asked, Bhagavan is beyond karma. Yes, he is beyond karma. Then why should he take birth? Fifth, kadacha janma. What is the timing? If we deliver discourse, we say, I will finish exactly at 8:45 p.m. You need not worry about that. Similarly, you are taking avatar. When will you take avatar? Is there any timing? Sixth and last important question. Kimarthancha janmeti parihara prakarena prashnartho vijnayate. The sixth question is, what is the purpose of your incarnation? Okay, have you got 6 questions now? First, is your avatar true or just an illusion? Number 2, do you come with full potency or does it diminish? 3, is your body spiritual, divine or a material body? 4, what is the basis? Is it karma or something else? 5, what is the timing? 6, what is the purpose? Now Krishna is going to answer one by one. 4th chapter, 6th verse. What is the first question? Is your avatar real or illusionary? Now see the answer. 5th verse. Bahuni me vyathitani janmani tavacharjuna tanyaham veda sarvani natvam vetha parantapa. Now Krishna asked the same question back at Arjuna. What did Arjuna ask? Is your birth real or illusionary? Now Krishna asks Arjuna, is your birth real or illusionary? Arjuna said, my birth is real. Yes, we are all taking so much of births because of loads and loads of karma. Yes, my birth is real. As much as your birth is real, my birth is also real. It is not illusion. I really take birth on this earth. My birth is as much true as your birth. Krishna answers. Now the second question, will your power diminish? Krishna says, 6th verse, Ajopisan avyayatma bhutanam ishwaropisan. I come with my full potency. Even if I incarnate on this earth, I possess full power. Whatever I have in my spiritual abode, I possess those full powers in my incarnation. Third question, is it a material body or a spiritual body? What body? That's what he says in the same 6th verse. Prakritim swam adhittaya. Prakriti means divine body. Prakritim swam adhittaya. My own divine body. Whatever divine form he has in Vaikuntha, he comes with that same form in incarnation. That's why while Krishna was instructing Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, what could be the age of Lord Krishna? You are always interested in questions like this. What could be the age? 89. Because then 36 years Dharmaputra ruled, then they all go to the divine abode. At 89 years, he should have grey hair or not. But in all Gita-charyan pictures, Krishna will sport dark curly hair only, not a tint of grey hair. Okay, leave Krishna. Rama lived for 11,000 years. Did Rama have grey hair? No. We see Pattabhirama full of curly dark locks of hair. Why? This is not worldly body. It is Bhagavan's divine spiritual body. That's why you cannot see a tint of bird. Clean shaven faces for both Rama, Krishna, all avatars. Clean shaven faces. They don't do daily self-shaving and all. No, achara. We should not do self-shaving as per achara. Then clean shaven face. It is divine spiritual body. So he comes with divine spiritual body. 3 questions answer over. First question, his avatar is real. 2, full potency. 3, divine body. 4th question, what is the basis? For us it is karma. For you what is the basis? Sambhavami atma mayaya. Here Maya doesn't mean illusion. Ramanuja shows the meaning beautifully. Maya vayunam jnanam. Maya means sankalpam, his own divine will. In other words, his compassion. Krishna says, I incarnate not because of karma, but because of my karuna, because of my compassion. I want to uplift all of you. That's why I come on this earth. So his basis is karuna and not karma, compassion. Now 5th, what is the timing? Famous shloka. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir-bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. Whenever dharma is in apparent danger and whenever adharma tries to take upper hand, I will incarnate. Whenever dharma is in apparent danger, this has been shown beautifully by Ramanuja. Not danger to dharma, when there is apparent danger. Whenever adharma tries to take upper hand, I will incarnate. That is the timing. Now the sixth is very, very important. What is the purpose? Everybody knows that shloka. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samstapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. What does it mean? To protect good people. Paritranaya sadhunam. Am I right? Paritranaya sadhunam. Protect the good people. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. Destroy the evil people. Dharma samstapanarthaya. To uphold dharma. Sambhavami yuge yuge. I will incarnate in each yugas. How many of you say that this answer is correct? You can raise your hands. Is this answer correct? No, says Ramanuja. This is not the meaning for this verse. Why? Paritranaya sadhunam, protecting good people. Vinashaya cha dushkritam, destroying evil people. Dharma samstapanarthaya, upholding dharma. Sambhavami yugi. Everything is right. Now Ramanuja asks one logical question. What do you mean by protection of good people? A bad man comes to attack a good man. Bhagavan comes and stops. Protection of good people, right? What is protection of good people? If an evil person tries to attack a devotee or a sattvic person, Bhagavan need not come all the way from Vaikuntham to protect. Just by his mere will he can do it. Just one sankalpam. He creates, sustains and destroys the universe with his sankalpam. Why can't he protect this person using his sankalpam? That he can do very easily. Or he has got a lot of attendants. He has got Sudarshana disc in his hand. He has got Commander-in-Chief Vishwaksena. He can assign any one of them. You go, you protect that person and come back. They will go and come back. Why should Bhagavan incarnate on this earth? Got the question? Because we all say this meaning only, to protect the good people. What is protection of good people? Giving food to good people. That also he can do from Vaikuntham. What is protection of good people? Has anybody thought about it? What is protection of good people? Now Ramanuja asks second question. What is the meaning of the word sadhu? We say paritranaya sadhunam, paritranaya sadhunam. What does sadhu mean? Now Ramanuja gives a long list of who is a sadhu. Only if you understand who is a sadhu, then you can understand what is sadhu samrakshan. Right? Paritranaya sadhuna means first who is a sadhu? Ramanuja gives a list of attributes possessed by a sadhu. Ukta lakshana dharma shilaha. They follow all the scriptures to their letter and spirit. That's the nature of a sadhu. They don't ask for scientific proof to adhere to scriptures. They follow to the letter and spirit. He is a sadhu. Mat samasrayane pravrittaha. They want to attain Bhagavan soon. Vaishnavagresaraha. They are endowed with great devotion to Lord Sriman Narayana. Mannama karma swarupanang vang manasa gocharataya mad darshanena vina swatma dharana poshanadikam alabhamanaha. They always chant the divine names of the Lord. They think of the divine form of the Lord. They are unable to live without Him. They are unable to sustain without Him. They are always filled with goosebumps. Not our goosebumps. It is goosebumps out of devotion. Thinking about the attributes of Lord. They always shed tears of devotional joy thinking about the Lord. Always they speak about Him. They think about Him. They reflect on Him. And they are always in a stage of devotional trance. Kshadamatra kalam kalpasahasram manvanaha. If they are unable to have darshan of the Lord, if they are unable to have that divine darshan, even one moment of separation from Lord appears like thousands of eons to them. Here Ramanuja has given a literal translation of Thiruvaimozhi verse of Nammalvar. Oru pagal ayiram ujiyalo kshanamatra kalam kalpasahasram manvanaha. Even a single moment, they cannot bear the pangs of separation from Bhagavan. So, if they feel away from Bhagavan, prashitila sarvagatraha bhaveyuriti. They will literally die if Bhagavan doesn't give darshan to them. We see the case of Nammalvar. Hadi adi agam karaindu, isai padi padi kannir malgi, ingum nadi nadi narasinga yendru, vadi vadum ivanudale, vanudal em madavaral ummai kaanum asayul naigindraal, viral vadan ayiram tol tunithir, ummai kaananir irakkamilire, irakkamanathodu eriyanai arakkum melugum mukkum ival, இரக்கமிலீர் இதற்கென் செய்கேன் அரக்கன் இலங்கை செற்றிருக்கே. If Bhagavan doesn't come before them, they will literally die. They are called sadhus. Now you say, what is sadhu paritranam? Protecting those devotees means the only way to protect them is Bhagavan should appear in front of them, speak a few words with them, interact with them, perform a leela for them, give them experience of his attributes. Mat surupa, cheshtita, avalokana, alapadi danena tesham paritranaya. Protecting them means they will die if Bhagavan doesn't come before them. So Bhagavan comes for those devotees, he speaks with them, he interacts with them, he gives his darshan, he just enjoys with them, he does some leela in their life so that they will never forget him. This is called paritranaya sadhu. Now protection of devotees means, sadhus means they want to have his darshan, they are unable to live without his darshan. So Bhagavan, he has to come from Vaikuntham to protect his life, give his darshan. He comes down. This is the primary mission of avataram paritranaya sadhunam. While doing that primary mission, additionally he has some secondary tasks. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. Having come, he just destroys Ravana, Kumbhakarna, all the evil forces. Vinashaya cha dushkritam. Dharma samsthapanarthaya. Side by side he upholds dharma. Sambhavami yuge yuge. For that he takes incarnation in every yuga. To put it simple, if Bhagavan wants to kill Ravana or Kumbhakarna, he can do that from Vaikuntham itself. If he wants to receive the fruits from Shabari, he has to come to the earth. No other way. If he wants to receive the hug from Hanuman and he wants to hug Hanuman, he has to come to this earth. If he wants to shake hands with Sugriva, he has to come to the earth. But to kill a Viradha or to kill a Vali, he need not come. To kill a Kamsa or to kill a Shishupala, he need not come. But to dance with gopis, he has to come. But to bless Akrura or Malakara, he has to come. If he wants to kill Hiranyakashipu, he need not come breaking the pillar. But if he wants to bless Prahlada, he has to come, no other go. If he wants to just kill the crocodile, he can do it from Vaikuntham. If he wants to bless the elephant Gajendra, he has to come down. So Paritranaya Sadhuna means devotees longing for vision of Bhagavan. Paritranam means giving them darshan. So Paritranaya Sadhuna means he comes to give darshan to his beloved devotees who are longing for his darshan. Vinashaya cha dushkrita means while coming he accomplishes the secondary task of destroying evil people. Thereby dharma samsthapanarthaya. What kind of dharma? Kshinasya vaidikasya dharmasya mad aradhana rupasya aradhya swarupa pradarshanena sthapanaya cha. He shows that all the Vaidika karmas which we do are nothing but puja aradhanam of Bhagavan. Dharma is worship of Bhagavan. Adhering to dharma is one form of worship of Bhagavan. He shows that to the universe. He teaches that to the universe so that, oh, this dharma is one means to worship Bhagavan. We realize and adhere to dharma. Dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Now have you got answers to all the 6 questions? Is avatar true or illusionary? True. Does his power diminish or not? Doesn't diminish. Full potency. What kind of body he takes? Material or spiritual? Spiritual and divine. 4. What is the basis? Is it karma? No, karuna, compassion. Number 5. What is the timing? Apparent danger to dharma, and when apparently adharma tries to take upper hand, that time Bhagavan will come. Finally, what is the purpose? Giving darshan to devotees who long for him, side by side destroying evil forces and upholding dharma. This is the purpose. Now Krishna gives one more shloka, the 9th verse. Usually remember one thing, if a person performs bhakti yoga meditation, yesterday itself I gave you, that's why all the basics were covered yesterday. Some of you might have felt it boring, but no other way. Only if the base is strong, you can enjoy the next 3 days with so much of humor and everything. That's why the base was set yesterday. Bhakti yoga means incessant loving meditation on Bhagavan. If a person engages in that bhakti yoga, incessant loving devotional meditation towards Bhagavan, it is not assured that he will attain liberation at the end of that birth itself. That bhakti yoga should be carried over to the subsequent births, and ultimately he will attain moksha or liberation. But If a person learns the answer to these 6 questions and then adheres to Bhakti Yoga, he will attain liberation at the end of this birth itself. Janma karma cha me divyam evam yo veti tattvataha tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. This is an exception. If a person knows the avatara rahasya of Bhagavan, 6 questions and 6 answers, if he indulges in Bhakti Yoga along with the 6 Q&A knowledge, he will attain liberation. You can write that he has been reserved a birth in Vaikunta right now. So at the end of this birth, definitely he will attain liberation. Now Krishna adds one more shloka. This is very important shloka, the 11th verse. Ye yathamam prapadyante tangs tathaiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartante manushya partha sarvashaha. Oh Arjuna, what I said so far is not limited to the incarnations like Rama, Krishna, Narasimha, Varaha, Vamana, Hayagriva alone. It holds good for Archavatara in temples as well. Avatara is not limited to Rama, Krishna, Narasimha. It holds good for our Srinivasa, Venkatesha, Ranganatha, Puri Jagannatha, Dwarakadhisha, Sharngapani, Arava Mudalvan, Narayur Nambi, Uppiliappan, Kallajakar, Parthasarathi, Devaraja, Tirunarayanapurathu, Yatiraja Sampat Kumara. For all deities in temples also, these 6 Q&A hold good. Repeat, first question, is your incarnation true or illusionary? God in temple is truly God. Do you lose your potency or come with full potency? God in temple has full potency. What is the divine body which you take? It is material or spiritual? It is spiritual even in temples also. Number 4, what is the reason? Karma? No, it is Karuna. Out of compassion he has come to temple as Archavatara. Number 5, when will you come? Whenever Dharma is in danger, I will come. What purpose do you come? To mingle with his devotees. We all long for his darshan. We are not qualified enough to have darshan of Bhagavan through yoga. We are unable to reach Vaikunta right now. So he comes in Vigraha form as Archavataram to give darshan to the longing devotees. Side by side, he destroys evil forces and also upholds Dharma by dwelling in that temple. So this holds good for Archavataram as well. That's why Ye Yatamam Prapadyante. In whatever form, in whatever divine form you think of me, prapadyante, tangs tataiva bhajamyaham. If my devotee has proper faith, if he believes that yes, God is in this form, I worship him with faith and devotion, Krishna says, I will reveal myself to that devotee in the form of his choice. If my devotee worships me in one particular form with faith and devotion, I will reveal myself to that devotee in the form of his choice. Beautifully Ramanuja explains, Ye mat samasrayana apeksha yatha yena prakarena swapekshanu mam sankalpya samasrayante tan prati tathaiva tan manishita prakarena bhajami mam darshayami. In whatever form they wish to see me, I will reveal myself in that form. This is echoed by Poigai Alvar. தமருகந்தது எவ்வுருவம் அவ்வுருவம் தானே தமருகந்தது எப்பேர் மற்றப்பேர் தமருகந்து எவ்வண்ணம் சிந்தித்திமரா இமையாதிருப்பரே அவ்வண்ணம் ஆழியானாம். The same is echoed by நம்மாழ்வார் in his திருவாய்மொழி. தஞ்சமாகிய தந்தை தாயோடு தானுமாய் அவை அல்லனாய் எஞ்சலில் அமரர் குலமுதல் மூவர் தம்முள்ளும் ஆதியை அஞ்சினீர் உலகத்துள்ளீர்கள் அவன் இவன் என்று கூழேன் மின் நெஞ்சினால் நினைப்பான் எவன் அவனாகும் நீழ்கடல் வண்ணனே. Don't have an iota of doubt that avan even. How can that God be this God? Don't doubt. Because we all have that doubt. That God is in Vaikuntham. This God is in our NCSV temple. How can this God be that God? Don't ever have an iota of doubt. Avan ivan என்று கூழேன் மின் நெஞ்சினால் நினைப்பான் எவன். If you think from the bottom of the heart with faith and devotion that this is my God, rest assured Bhagavan will come in that form and bless you, reveal himself in that form to you. There is an incident from the life of Bhagavad Ramanuja to substantiate this. Ramanuja was walking with his Bhiksha Patra vessel on the streets of Srirangam. Small children on the banks of river Kaveri, they placed a stone called, this is Lord Ranganatha. just a black stone. They said, this is Ranganatha. We are going to conduct Utsavam and festival for this Lord. So we are offering Naivedya Prasadam. What Prasadam? Sand balls. From Kaveri banks, they took sand balls as Nivedyam, like Laddu, and they were offering to the Lord. One boy was dressed up as Ramanuja because they wanted that Utsavam to look exactly as the replica of Temple Utsavam. So in Temple, Ramanuja will be standing in the front to receive the first honors. One boy was dressed up as Ramanuja with that saffron attire, Tridanda, threefold stick in his hand, and with 12 Urdhva Pundras all along his body, standing like Ramanuja. Now after offering all these sand balls to that stone Ranganatha, this boy called, Ramanuja Arulapad, come for Prasadam. This original Ramanuja, who was looking at this sight with tears in his eyes, he just started thinking, wow, small children with great devotion, they are conducting Utsavam for Bhagavan. His eyes were full of tears. As they summoned, Arulappadi Yamberimanar, Ramanuja said, Nainde, oh, I am coming. Original Ramanuja came instead of duplicate Ramanuja. The duplicate Ramanuja, that boy, he was looking at somewhere else. Original Ramanuja came. He dropped that sand ball prasadam into the vessel of Ramanuja. Ramanuja said, Yam Peru Sammanam, and took it away. One of Ramanuja's disciples went to him, oh, Acharya, you have received a sand ball thinking that it is prasada. Ramanuja said, it is not sand ball. It has been offered to Bhagavan. It is divine prasadam. He said, it is not Bhagavan. It is just a stone. Small children keeping a stone, they are saying it is Bhagavan. Ramanuja said, don't you know Bhagavad Gita? Ye yatha mam prapadyante tangs tathaiva bhajamyaham. It is a promise given by Lord Krishna that in whatever form you contemplate on me with true faith and devotion, I will reveal myself to you in that very same form Bhagavan has assured. These small children with devotion and faith in their tender hearts, considering that God lives in this stone, they have offered the sand ball with devotion. It is God. It is prasadam. You also go and receive prasadam, Ramanuja said. This is the matter conveyed in Avatara Rahasyam. So it is not limited to Vibhava Avatarams alone. It holds good for Archavataram as well. If we know that Archavataram, any Bhakti Yogi with this knowledge can attain liberation at the end of this birth itself. Now Krishna, Adavantar puts it beautifully, Prasangat Swaswabhavoktihi. All these came because of a discussion, a doubt asked by Arjuna. Now Krishna comes back to the main topic. Krishna said, no, we can't deviate further from the topic. I asked you to perform Karma Yoga. Arjuna, please realize all this I told you to explain that I have taken many incarnations. In all those incarnations I have taught Karma Yoga. That's why this Karma Yoga which I am teaching you is not just to persuade you into the war. It is common for all. Arjuna, I would like to add one more thing, Krishna said. Arjuna said, oh, please tell me. While doing Karma Yoga, your knowledge should be maturing step by step. It should be ripening. First we had threefold knowledge. What is it? Kartritva buddhi tyagam. I am not the doer. God is doing. 2. Mamata tyagam. This is not my work. It is worship of God. 3. Phala tyagam. Don't show attachment to the worldly result. Spiritual result we are going to attain. Further, you should attain another form of knowledge while executing Karma Yoga. What is it? An excellent verse in the 4th chapter, 24th verse. Brahmarpanam brahmahavihi brahmagnau brahmana hutam brahmaivatena gantavyam brahmakarma samadhina. A beautiful verse. Brahmarpanam, whatever instruments you use while doing your duty, you should consider those instruments as body of God. That means God is dwelling within that instrument. Similarly, Brahma Havihi, whatever investments you make, consider that God is the indweller of those investments. Thus, investment is also body of God. Brahmagnav, whatever clients you have, you consider that those clients are also body of God. God is within those clients. Brahmana Hutam, consider yourself as body of God, because God is within you as well. So, the client, the performer, instruments, investments, the place of work, everything you should see as body of God. God is the indweller of all. If you execute your duty with that mindset, that will take you to self-realization, Jivatma. which is also body of God. Jivatma is also body of God. He is the indweller. So you start seeing everything as body of God. You will finally attain Jivatma, which is the body of God. Just imagine practical application of this verse. Take the case of a doctor. If he sees Bhagavan within his stethoscope instrument, within his investments, his clinic, his table, his chair, everything, he sees Bhagavan within. He sees Bhagavan within his patient. He sees Bhagavan within himself. With this mindset, the doctor thinks, Bhagavan is within my patient, he is within my stethoscope. I treat this patient to satisfy the Paramatma who is within that patient. With this mindset, if the doctor treats the patient, just imagine how much the quality of treatment will improve. At the same time, fees will also come automatically. That's different. But if he treats the patient only for money, only for fees, the quality of treatment will come down. If he develops this mind, you can apply for a teacher. A teacher thinks, Bhagavan is within myself. God is within my students. God is within my parents of these students. God is within my classroom. God is within my, those days, chalk piece and board. These days in my PowerPoint presentation, God is there. With this mindset, if your teacher approaches the class, I want to satisfy the Lord who is within my students, then see how much the quality of education will improve. Automatically, the teacher will get the salary. That's a different thing. But this mindset we should have. We should see God within everything. We should see everything as the body of God. This is the important mindset in Karma Yoga. Now coming to the layers, types of Karma Yoga. Now Krishna says, Arjuna, Karma Yoga has many branches. You can choose one speciality and adhere to it. Actually, Karma Yoga has many branches. What is Karma Yoga means? If a person performs daily puja every day to Bhagavan, that is one form of Karma Yoga. In your home, you perform daily worship, daily puja, Trivaradhanam. That is one form of Karma Yoga. 2, you perform yagas. Whatever possible. It may be Ashwamedha Yaga, Rajasuya Yaga, like that. In the previous yugas they did. Arya Soma Yaga. Whatever possible. Doing yagas, sacrifice, is one form of Karma Yoga. Controlling your senses and mind is one form of Karma Yoga. Just control your senses. Just control your mind. This is one Karma Yoga. Then giving donation, dhanam, charity. That is one form of Karma Yoga. Doing penance, tapas, is one form of Karma Yoga. Performing austerities, anuttanams we say. Your daily austerities and anuttanam performance is one form of Karma Yoga. Undertaking holy yatras is one form of Karma Yoga. Pilgrimage is one form of Karma Yoga. Veda Parayana is one form of Karma Yoga. Pranayama is one form of Karma Yoga. So, Krishna says, Evam Bahuvidha Yajna Vitata Brahmano Mukhe Karmajan Vidditan Sarvan Evam Jnatva Vimokshase. 32nd verse of the 4th chapter. Bahuvidhaha Yajnaha. Karma Yoga is of many types. Daily pujas, yagas, controlling of senses, controlling of mind, donation, penance, austerities, pilgrimages, Veda Parayana, Pranayama, everything is Karma Yoga. You can choose one specialty. A college may offer many courses. You will choose one course and then read that syllabus. But whatever syllabus or course you choose, 80% attendance is mandatory. Right? Whatever course you choose in a college, 80% attendance is mandatory. Similarly, whatever branch of Karma Yoga you choose, Nitya Naimittika Karma is mandatory. That's what Krishna says. Karmajan Vidhi Tan Sarvan. They attain completion only if you do Nitya Naimittika Karmas. Now another question. What is Nitya Naimittika Karma? Nitya Karma means everyday rituals. Every day we wake up, we take bath, we apply tilak, we wear traditional dress, we do Sandhyavandanam and other forms of worship. We worship our God in our homes as Trivaradhanam, daily puja, and take the prasadam which is offered to God. Again, evening we do Sandhyavandanam. These daily routine austerities, they are called Nitya Karmas. Naimittika Karma means on specific occasions like Amavasya, or during Grahanam, eclipse, or during Dakshinayana, Uttarayana, Punyakalam, we do specific rituals on specific days. That is called Naimittika. Take for example, tomorrow is Ekadashi. We observe Ekadashi fast. That is Naimittika. Whatever you do every day is Nitya. Whatever you do on specific days is called Naimittika. These Nitya Naimittika karmas are like 80% attendance, which is mandatory for all courses. Beyond that, you can choose one course. You can choose one form of Karma Yoga. You do pranayamam during daily Sandhyavandanam itself. But you can choose pranayamam as one form of Karma Yoga and exclusively perform that. Daily puja everybody will do. But you can extend that daily puja in the form of a Karma Yoga. Yatra, everybody will go for yatra. But it may be yearly once or 6 months once. You can go for daily yatra as a part of Karma Yoga. So that is speciality. But Nitya Naimittika karmas are very, very important for the completion of those Karma Yogas. In addition to that, that person yesterday asked me, there are still more layers for Karma Yoga. Our all worldly activities, familial commitments, they also come. That will be discussed tomorrow in the last verse of the 9th chapter. That's why yesterday itself while answering I said, no, you have to come for next 2 days, then only you can get the full answer. Though that person might not have come today, you can forward this YouTube video to them so that they can get understanding, no problem. Oh, she has come, thank you. Okay. So there are still more parts in Karma Yoga which will be discussed tomorrow. So I am hoping one attendance guaranteed for tomorrow's discourse. So let us come back to our topic. So Krishna says, Arjuna, Karma Yoga is of so many types, but this Karma Yoga has 2 parts within itself. What are those 2 parts? I already told you. I am always a very good person. I will give answer and then ask question. Karma and Yoga. Karma is action, Yoga is knowledge. So, whatever Karma Yoga you do, it has a working part and a knowledge part. What you do, what you think, 2 parts. Now, Krishna asks Arjuna, which part is more important? Action or knowledge? What you do or what you think, which is more important? Action king. See what Krishna says. Shreyan dravyamayad yajnat jnana yajnav parantapa sarvam karmakhilam partha jnane parisamapyate. The knowledge part is more important than the action part. Why? Because more than what you do, what matters is with what mindset you do that. I may be helping a friend, but internally I will be thinking, if I help him, he will give me something in return. If I take a photograph of myself helping him, I can get a lot of promotion and advertisement. If I do it with this kind of a mindset, what is the use of helping that person? Just imagine, even if your action has a couple of defects, if your mindset is pure, Bhagavan will accept it. But even if you do everything perfectly, but if your mindset is wrong, God will not accept it. The perfect example is churning of Milky Ocean. You see, both Devas and Asuras put in the same effort. Devas hold on one side, Asuras hold on the other side, churn the Milky Ocean. But who received the nectar? Devas. Asuras also put in the same effort. Why didn't they get it? Because Devas put in action, work along with good mindset. Asuras put in the same efforts but with evil mindset. Those who are with good mindset alone will get rewarded. Take for example, a disciple, a Shishya. He was waving fan to his Acharya. Very good Acharya Kaikariyam. Internally, he was cursing that Acharya. This old man is sitting here. He is asking me to wave fan for him. How long should I wave fan? My hand, I have got a lot of pain in my hand. This man is torturing me. What is the use of doing this Kaikariyam with this kind of mindset? So, mindset matters. Shreyan dravyamayat yajnat. Dravyamaya yajna means action. Jnana yajnav parantapa. Your knowledge, your mindset. That matters more than what you do. Arjuna said, Krishna, till such time I thought that Karma Yoga is easier than Jnana Yoga. But as you go on teaching Karma Yoga, I feel that Karma Yoga is also difficult. Right? Because you are not just asking me to do my duty. You ask me to develop a threefold knowledge, and then you say that I have to see everything as a body of God. Then you say that knowledge part, action part. I have a lot of doubts, Arjuna said. Krishna said, now you engage in warfare. As you perform Karma Yoga, of course, often doubts will come. You then and there resort to acharyas and clarify the doubts from them. 34th verse of the 4th chapter, even Bhagavan says, even if I teach you, even if God teaches you, you cannot attain full clarity. You definitely need the grace of your guru, acharya. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninaha tattvadarshinaha. There are great realized souls, jnanis. You have to resort to those acharyas. What should you do? Please note this verse. Many people say Krishna has asked us to ask questions to acharya. He hasn't advised to ask question directly. First, pranipatena, offer your namaskaram to that acharya. Then sevaya, perform kainkariams and service. Then at the appropriate time, pariprashnena, not prashna, pariprashna, ask with utmost humility. Upadekshinti te jnanam. Then and there acharyas will clarify. My acharya used to say, people never do pranipatam, never do seva, never do pariprashnam. They do only prashnam. Straight away we ask doubt. Actually, first we have to resort to an acharya, worship him. We have to serve him. And then ask your question at the appropriate time. Acharyas will clarify. So Arjuna, now proceed to Karma Yoga. You can engage in your war. With this, Krishna concludes the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So the point conveyed here is mindset matters. See, in every adhyaya there is a take-home message. The take-home message of first adhyayam is our mental turmoil. Take-home message of second adhyaya is IPS, for one-stop solution, IPS. Third chapter is spirituality is not leaving, it is living. 4th chapter, more than action, your mindset matters. Now the 5th chapter. Now Arjuna, the first verse of 5th chapter, Arjuna asks Krishna, Krishna, I have one more doubt. Karma Yoga or Jnana Yoga, which path takes me to my destination faster? Please note this. Which path takes me to the destination of self-realization faster? Sannyasam karmanam Krishna punaryogancha shamsasi yachreya yatayorekam tanme bruhi sunishchitam. Please observe this question. Arjuna says, earlier you said Karma Yoga is easier, Jnana Yoga is tougher. That I have understood. Now, easy way can take a lot of time to take you to the destination. Tough way can take you to the destination quicker. So what I want to know is, the same example, Karma Yoga is like a highway. Jnana Yoga is like a city road full of traffic. But who knows, even highway may take longer time. Even a city road may take you faster to the destination. That's why our Google Maps, it will show you the miles, distance, as well as the time, expected time. If you go in this route, it will take this much time. If you go in that route, that will take this much time. Now, if we observe Karma Yoga, how much time it will take for self-realization? If you observe Jnana Yoga, how much time it will take? Now, which will take you faster to the destination? Clarify, Arjuna asks. Krishna replies, that's the essence of the 5th chapter. What is the name of 5th chapter? Our Swami will answer. Karma Sannyasa Yoga. It is the generally, popularly attributed name. Swami Vedanta Deshika, based on Yamunacharya and Ramanuja's interpretation, has named the 5th chapter as Karma Yoga Antargata Jnana Vipakaha. Oh, this is very long name. Karma Sannyasa Yoga is easy. Karma Yoga Antargata Jnana Vipakaha. Karma Yoga Antargata Jnana Vipakaha. Karma Yoga is Karma Yoga. Antargata means embedded within. Jnana, knowledge is embedded within Karma Yoga. That's what we saw in the previous adhyayam, right? Whatever you do within that action, knowledge is embedded within. You do it with some mindset. So Karma Yoga Antargata Jnana, there is a knowledge, Jnana, within Karma Yoga. Vipakaha means maturity or progression. That Jnana has to progress, ripen and attain perfection. That is shown in the 5th chapter. Karma Yoga Antargata Jnana Vipakaha. The Jnana, knowledge embedded within your action, has to mature, ripen and attain perfection. How? Let us go into the 5th chapter. Now what is the question raised by Arjuna? which is faster, not which is easier, which is faster. Second verse of the 5th chapter. Sanyasah karma yogascha nishreyasa karavubhau tayostu karma sanyasat karma yogo visishyate. Krishna says, Arjuna, I again repeat, both will take you to the same destination of self-realization, but karma yoga takes you to the destination faster than jnana yoga. So it is easier as well as faster. Karma yoga is easy. Karma yoga takes you to the destination faster as well. Not only that, 16th verse of the 5th chapter, jnanena tu tadajnanam yesham nashitam atmanaha tesham adityavat jnanam prakashayati tatparam. The jnana of a karma yogi attains maturity faster than the jnana of a jnana yogi. Unable to understand. Jnana of a karma yogi means he has a mindset while doing his action. That jnana of karma yogi, he also has theoretical knowledge of Atma, soul as well. That knowledge possessed by karma yogi attains maturity, perfection faster than the jnana of a jnana yogi. Because we already discussed jnana yoga is difficult. It is very difficult to withdraw the senses, refrain from activities, everything. So he needs a lot of focus, lot of inward reflection to get that knowledge. But this karma yogi, just like traveling jolly manner in a highway, he easily, quickly gets the maturity and perfection of his knowledge as well. As he develops perfect knowledge of soul, that knowledge of soul destroys his ignorance. Just like the light of the sun destroying darkness, knowledge of the soul destroys his ignorance, the darkness of ignorance. Because of that knowledge of soul, this karma yogi attains the stage of samadarshana. He starts visualizing the soul. As he starts perceiving and visualizing the jivatma, the individual soul, he starts seeing everybody equally. It is the 18th verse. Vidya vinaya sampanne brahmane gavi hastini shunichaiva shwapakecha panditaha samadarshinaha. Please note this verse. Many people are accusing that Bhagavad Gita speaks about one person is higher, one person is lower, all these things, discrimination, everything. No. See, this is the verse in Bhagavad Gita. A person who has attained perfect knowledge of the soul, perfect knowledge of self, Jivatma, sees Vidya Vinaya Sampanne, a Brahmin with all knowledge and Anushtanams. Brahmane, a mere Brahmana by birth without Anushtanams. Gavi, a cow. Hastini, an elephant. Shuni, a dog. Shwapakecha, a dog meat eater. Panditaha samadarshinaha. He sees all as the one and the same. Because he sees the same Jivatma within everybody. He has equanimous vision. He sees all beings equally. It is called Samadarshan. This is the true unity in diversity. Because the differences are all due to our bodies. Bodily differences. This jnani, this karma yogi who has attained this knowledge, jnana, he disregards all bodily differences. Leave alone bodily differences. If you take the souls, individual souls, all souls are atomic. All souls are full of jnana, knowledge. All souls are full of bliss. There is no difference between any soul. It may be my soul, yours, his, anybody, or even an animal, or a bird, or a microorganism like bacteria, or even COVID virus. All souls are identical. Quantitatively, they may be many, but qualitatively, they are the same. They are quantitatively many, infinite souls are there. But qualitatively, all those infinite souls are similar, identical to each other. If he gets that kind of a knowledge, he sees a Brahmin with austerities, a mere Brahmin without austerities, a cow, elephant, dog, meat eater, everybody. He considers those Atmas as one and the same. Differences are only in the body. One person may be dark, one person may be fair, one may be tall, one may be short, one may be stout, one may be lean. These are all bodily differences. He disregards all those bodily differences and perceives everybody as individual souls. In that case, all these differences vanish and he gets samadarshana. This is the pakva, what we say, the mature stage, ripened stage of the jnana within your karma yoga. To attain further progression in this, Krishna gives another one formula. 22nd verse, ye hi samsparshaja bhogaha dukkayonaya evate adyantavantah kaunteya nateshu ramate buddha. If you want to further progress in this knowledge within Karma Yoga antargata jnana, if you want to progress further, what you should do is, you should disregard all worldly pleasures, considering them as passing clouds. All worldly pleasures are fleeting in nature. They are all passing clouds. So he should disregard them. If you disregard all pleasures, then how to be happy? Krishna says in 24th verse, Yo antas sukaha antararamaha tathantarjyotirevacha sayogi brahma nirvanam brahma bhuto dhigachati. Antas sukaha, consider the self Atma as your enjoyment. Antararamaha, consider that soul Jivatma as the place of enjoyment. Antarjyotihi, consider that Jivatma as the object of enjoyment. No, unable to understand, right? I will give you one example. There are three things: enjoyment, place of enjoyment, object of enjoyment. If a man, he loves cricket, his place of enjoyment is cricket ground. His object of enjoyment is bat and ball. His enjoyment is playing cricket. Got it? Accepted? Okay, take the case of a chess player. His place of enjoyment is wherever he plays chess. His object of enjoyment is chessboard and chess coins. His enjoyment is playing the game of chess. Similarly, disregarding worldly pleasures, you consider your pleasure as experiencing the soul. You consider your place of enjoyment as soul itself. You consider your object of enjoyment too as the Jivatma itself. So Jivatma itself becomes the cricket bat. Jivatma itself becomes the cricket ground. Jivatma itself becomes the act of playing cricket as well. Enjoyment, antassukaha. Place of enjoyment, antararamaha. Object of enjoyment, antarjyotihi. If you develop that kind of a mindset, disregarding worldly pleasures, you can progress further in your Karma Yoga and attain that destination. What is that destination? Now Arjuna asks Krishna, okay Krishna, you have said that Karma Yoga is easier, Karma Yoga is faster. We need not complicate this more because time is 8:28 now. We have to progress further. Now you tell me, because Venkatesh promised he will finish with 6th chapter today. Now Arjuna asks, what is the destination you are saying? Krishna says, if you progress in Karma Yoga embedded with Jnana, or if you progress in Jnana Yoga, both roads meet at some point, right? Both at Maduravayil bypass and Chennai city road, both meet at some point. Where? Annanagar. What is that point? That point is called Atmavalokanam. Visualizing of Atma. That is the target here. Self-realization, visualizing the Atma. Now Krishna says, as I have put forth in all these adhyayas, you progress in Karma Yoga, that jnana, that knowledge ripens and attains maturity. You get the stage of samadarshan. You leave away all worldly desires. Now you are happy with the soul. At the same time, another person, he goes through the path of Jnana Yoga. It is a very difficult, hilly, treacherous terrain. He has traveled in that. Now he also attains the same destination, Atmavalokanam, visualizing the self. Now, how to visualize the self? With our eyes. Jivatma cannot be seen with our eyes. For that, you have to perform yogic meditation. That's the 6th chapter. So the essence of 5th chapter is, your knowledge should keep on progressing in Karma Yoga and you should attain the stage where you see everybody equal. Once you attain that stage, you should perform yogic meditation only with those yogic eyes, that meditative eyes. They alone can perceive, those internal eyes alone can perceive Jivatma. How to perform yoga? It is the 6th chapter. What is the name of 6th chapter? Our Swami will say. They usually say Atma Sannyasa Yoga for 6th chapter, popular name. Swami Deshika gives name as Yoga Abhyasa Vidhi. Rules for yoga. We celebrate yoga day and all. How to do yoga? Actually, this yoga, they focus more on physical health. But this yoga is for spiritual health. how to attain spiritual upliftment and Atma Sakshatkaram through yoga. Because the motive, the lakshyam, the target here is visualizing the self. For that you perform this yogic meditation. How to do? Krishna is going to give us tips. You can try after the discourse, not now. Because already my speech is like a lullaby. If you try meditation right now, it will be very difficult. So after the discourse, you can try this form of meditation, which is taught by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, Yoga Abhyasa Vidhi, 11th verse. Krishna gives a line of instructions. How should you perform yoga? Now realize that Karma Yogi and Jnana Yogi, their paths have converged now. They might have traveled in two different directions. Now, after achieving perfection in their own paths, now they are coming to the same destination. Again, that college example we can have. College A person did UG, PG, now comes to an IT company as an employee. Another person, he went to college A for UG, then college B for PG, then comes to the same IT company for the same employment. Now they have become colleagues. Now they are going to observe yogic meditation. How? 6th chapter, 11th verse. Shuchau deshe pratitthapya sthiram asanam atmanaha. First select a pure place. The surroundings should be pure, clean, without any disturbance. Now, you have to establish a seat for you. Natyuchritam, nati nicham, chelajina kushottaram. The seat should be neither too high nor too low. Just like this stage, which is arranged by our SV temple of NC. They have put a perfect stage. Likewise, neither too high nor too low. That asana, that seat should be covered with chela ajina kushottaram. Chela, silk cloth. Ajina, deer skin. Kusha, darba grass, because they have the capacity to imbibe positive vibrations. So you should place chela, ajina and kusha, silk cloth, deer skin and then darba grass. Tatraikagram manah kritva yatachitendriya kriyaha. You have to control your senses, control your mind and keep one-pointed focus. Your mind should be one-pointed in meditation. Upavishya asane yunjyat yogam atma vishuddhaye. Then you have to involve in yoga, yogic meditation. How? Samam kaya shirogrivam dharayan achalam sthiram. Your head, neck and body should be in a straight line and they should not move. Samam kaya, body, shiraha, head, griva, neck. Samam kaya shirogrivam dharayan achalam sthiram. Your body, neck and head should be aligned in a straight line and they should not move. Samprekshya nasika gram swam dishascha anavalokayan. You have to focus your eyes towards the tip of your nose. Eyes should not be completely closed nor completely open. Half open, half closed eyes without looking at the other directions. Focus on the tip of your nose. Prashantatma vigata bhihi. Brahmachari vrate sthitaha. Control all your senses, leave all worldly desires, have a serene mind, have a fearless mind. Manas sanyamya machitaha yukta asita matparaha. Meditate on the divine form of the Lord who is stationed with a thumb-sized form in front of the tip of your nose. Angutta matraf purushaha. Thumb-sized form of the Lord is dwelling in the tip of your nose. Our Chris Srikanth, while giving IPL commentary, he used to say, Mukumela Raja. This is the true Mukumela Raja. In the tip of your nose, thumb-sized Bhagavan, he is stationed. So, you establish a seat which is neither too high nor too low, consisting of silk cloth, deer skin, darba grass in a pure place. You control your mind, make it one-pointed, control your senses and then engage in meditation. Place your body, neck and head in a straight line without any movement. Focus on the tip of your nose. Have a serene and fearless mind. Control all worldly desires. Just leave them away. Meditate on the divine form of the Lord residing in thumb form in front of the tip of your nose. Now one more tips Krishna gives in the 17th verse. Yuktahara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasu yukta swapnava bodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. If you want to attain perfection in this yoga, Yukta ahara, you should take moderate diet. Viharasya, you should engage in moderate physical activity, neither too sedentary nor overwork, moderate physical activity. Yukta cheshtasya karmasu, moderate exertion for your duties, for your work. Yukta swapna, moderate sleep. Avabodhasya, moderate wakefulness. Hey, wait. Moderate sleep itself implies moderate wakefulness, right? No. Some people will be sleeping even when we think they are awake. Like in Upanyasams. In Cary they listen, in other places they will start sleeping. So your sleep should be moderate, wakefulness also should be moderate. One doctor from your own USA came to our Bharat for a conference on cardiology. She quoted this verse and said, "You Indians, had you followed this one verse in Bhagavad Gita, India would not have become the headquarters of diabetes. Because if you follow these 5 things, you won't get diabetes at all." One person started following my discourse on the forwarding in WhatsApp. He wrote, "This person has found a shloka. If you chant that shloka, diabetes will not come." I didn't say so. I said, follow that shloka. Diabetes will not come. In WhatsApp, he started forwarding. This doctor has suggested one shloka. Who are all diabetics? You chant this shloka. Diabetes will go. This is the problem with WhatsApp forwarding. In Krishna Sweets, they conducted a program, Salute to Mothers. My mother was honored. Mothers of celebrities were honored. They mistook me as a celebrity and called my mother too. They honored my mother. They asked me to give a speech on my mother. I gave a speech. I told the people. I was speaking along with my friends about spiritual topics. My mother listened to it. She then went to a temple and requested the Archaka priest, "My son is speaking about spiritual matters. Can he speak on stage?" That priest also gave me an opportunity. This is what I said. That person forwards the video to everybody, but he writes a caption to that video. This fellow was not interested in Upanyasams. He was doing MBBS, but his mother one day called him, "Hey, what is the use of doing medicine? What is the use of reading MBBS? Leave everything. You come to Upanyasam." His mother said, he is Thayai Kata Tanayan, abiding by that single word of his mother, Thai Sollai Tatade. He immediately came to the field of Upanyasams, leaving away his medical education, leaving away his medical practice. Every sacrifice he has done for the sake of his mother, you forward it to everybody he has sent. That message came to me with the heading "forwarded" many times. If I open the video, content is different. If I read the caption is totally different. Problem is, recently I went for a discourse in Srirangam. There the organizer took the mic. "You see, this person, this Upanyasakar, he is a great person known for sacrifice. He went to medical college to study medicine. His mother told him one word, leave away this medicine, do Upanyasam. He has come to do Upanyasams." I asked him, "Who said you, sir?" "I read in WhatsApp," he said. Likewise, this verse actually, if you follow, you won't get diabetes. How? Yukta ahara. In diabetes, you should neither feast nor fast. Moderate diet. Viharasya, moderate physical activity. Yukta chetasya karmasu, moderate exertion for work. Usually we exert too much for office work and always tension. That leads to diabetes. Moderate exertion. Yukta swapna, moderate sleep. Yukta avabodhasya, moderate wakefulness. Yogo bhavati dukkha, you will attain yogic perfection as well as sugar level perfection. So yukta ahara viharasya, yukta chetasya karmasu, yukta swapna avabodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkha. Now Krishna tries to conclude this part, 6th chapter, by explaining the 4 stages of yoga. Yoga has 4 stages. 29th verse. The first stage is you start meditating, yogic meditation on Atma. You perform Atma Avalokanam. 29th verse, stage 1. Yesterday we saw 4 stages. Today also 4 stages. Tomorrow also there are 4 stages. Now, Sarva Bhutastam Atmanam. Sarva Bhutani cha Atmani. Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshanaha. In the first stage, he sees all Jivatmas as similar to his own Jivatma. Jivatma, is atomic, microscopic, embodiment of knowledge, embodiment of bliss. He looks at all Jivatmas, every Jivatma is atomic, blissful and full of knowledge. Atomic, blissful, full of knowledge. All Jivatmas are identical. So I am similar to other people when we view from Atmic perspective. That he understands in the first stage of yoga. In the second stage, Yomam pashyati sarvatra sarvancha magi pashyati tasyaham na pranashyami sajame na pranashyati. In the second stage, he sees himself, other souls, similar to Paramatma in 8 aspects. Not 8 aspects alone. We can't create the universe, we can't sustain, destroy the universe. We can't become Paramatma himself. But in 8 attributes, Samyapati, he views that myself, all these Jivatmas are similar to Paramatma in 8 aspects. What are those 8 aspects? First thing is, the pure soul is untainted by papas. Now we are in samsara, worldly existence, we possess papams. But the pure soul is devoid of papams. Apahata papma, that is one. 2. Vijaraha, the soul is devoid of any diseases or aging. They are all for body only. Vimrutyuhu, soul has no death. Vishokaha, soul, the pure soul has no shokam. It has no sorrow or distress. Vijigatsaha, apipasaha, no hunger, no thirst for soul. They are for body only. Satya kamaha, it has all objects of enjoyment. Satya sankalpaha, it can accomplish anything at will. Not at samsara. If we attain moksha, we can attain anything at will. So the pure form of soul has apahata papma, vijaro, vimrutyur, vishoko, vijigatso, apipasa, satyakamas, satya sankalpaha. Pure soul is devoid of sins. Pure soul is devoid of aging. Pure soul is devoid of death, shoka, hunger, thirst. It has all objects of enjoyment and can accomplish anything at will. In these 8 aspects, pure soul becomes similar or identical to Paramatma. That perception in yoga is the second stage, explained in 30th verse. Now the third stage, 31st verse. Sarva bhuta sthitam yomam bhajati ekatvam astitaha sarvatha vartamanopi sayogi mahi vartate. Even while he is engaged in worldly activities, he sees that all souls, himself, Paramatma are identical in these 8 aspects. Now, in second stage, only during meditation, he sees everybody equal. In the third stage, even during action, he sees everybody equally. He sees them identical to Bhagavan. This is third stage. So, first stage, he sees himself identical to others. Second stage, he sees himself and others identical to Paramatma in 8 aspects alone. Third stage, he gets that perception not only in meditation but even in action. Now the fourth stage, 32nd verse, Atma upamyena sarvatra samam pashyati yorjuna sukham va yadi va dukkham sa yogi paramomataha. The final fourth stage is when he develops empathy. There is difference between sympathy and empathy. Empathy means feeling others' happiness or sorrows as if happening to himself. A yogi should develop that empathy to attain the final stage. If another person suffers, he should feel sad to see him suffer. If another person is happy, he should feel happy. If he develops that empathy, because just merely saying, oh, I am identical to everybody, he is also a soul, I am also a soul, that's not enough. You should be able to feel their pleasures and pains as if happening to you. If you develop that empathy, that is the perfection of yoga. With that, Krishna says, Arjuna, these are the 4 stages of yoga. At the 4th stage, you will develop that empathy. Arjuna said, Krishna, before concluding, I have one question. Oh, before your Q&A session, Arjuna has one question. If some person, he practices yoga for some time, attains some sort of perfection, not fully perfect, suddenly abandons yoga and indulges in worldly activities, just like Jadabharata. He looked at a deer, he fell for the deer, and then he left out Bhagavan. If a person leaves or abandons yoga in the middle, what will happen to him? Whether he will go to Swarga, he will go to Naraka, or he will attain Moksham, what will happen? Now Krishna replies, 40th verse, Parthanaiveha namutre vinashastasya vidyate nahi kalyana krit kaschit durgatim tata gacchati. Very important verse. Krishna says, anybody who has done any good thing, will not perish. I won't allow him to perish. He won't take birth in heaven or hell or any other place. Rather, I have a separate pathway for him. That he is called Yoga Bretta. One who has suddenly fallen down from yoga. Yoga Bretta. Krishna says, 41st verse, Prapya Punyakritan Lokan Ushitva Shashwati Samaha Shuchinam Srimatam Gehe Yoga Bhratto Bhijayate. If he had abandoned yoga in the initial stages, if he has abandoned yoga in initial stages, most probably he would have abandoned due to material desires. In the initial stage, material pleasures attract. So he might have abandoned. In that case, I will give him next birth in a rich family to enjoy material pleasures. No, let him enjoy it for some time. After that enjoyment, I will ensure that he turns towards yoga and starts performing yoga and attains perfection. You wanted material pleasures, okay, enjoy for some time. And then I will turn his mind towards yoga and ensure that he attains perfection. Now, second case, if a person has progressed to a considerable limit in yoga and then fallen down, what is his case? 42nd verse, Athava yogina meva kule magati dhimatam yetadhi durlabhataram loke janma yadidrisham. If he has fallen down after reaching an advanced stage of yoga, then what I will do is, I will give him a birth in the family of yogis. His family situation will be conducive for yoga. He can resume the yoga from where he had left off in the previous birth, not from scratch. Because he had reached advanced stage in this previous birth. If Krishna asks him to start from scratch, it will be very difficult. No. Just resume from where you had left. This holds good for all types of devotees. If a person engages in devotion till 60 years of age, suddenly at 60 years of age he becomes an atheist and joins a party which says no God, dies by 80 years of age, what will happen? The next birth, Bhagavan will ensure that he is born in the family of devotees. He can resume devotion not from the beginning or scratch. He has performed devotion till 60 years of age. Just resume from that point. Take the example of the game Super Mario. If you have crossed certain stages in Super Mario, you need not start from the first stage. You can resume from that stage itself. Similarly, if you write exam, if you get 30 marks, and get failed in the exam, you should write an attempt exam. A person wrote attempt exam. Again he scored same 30 marks. Fail. But Bhagavan says, you have got 30 in the previous exam, 30 in this exam, 30 plus 30, 60, you are passed. You have performed devotion in previous birth. Just continue. Just resume from that point. I will give you liberation. 44th verse, it is important for people like us. Jignasurapi yogasya shabda brahmati vartate. Even if you have never performed yoga at all, at some stage of life, if you had some thinking, what if I perform yogic meditation? If you had some small desire on yoga, I will ensure that subsequently in that birth or the following births, you will perform yogic meditation and attain self-realization. So even a desire is enough. I will ensure that he will attain perfection. Now Krishna concludes saying, Arjuna, thus far I spoke about yogis. They are all yogis who are focused on Jivatma, Kaivalya. They want to experience the self, experience Jivatma. There is one great yogi, who is greater than all of these yogis who are focused on Jivatma. Who is that yogi? The last verse, 46th verse of the 6th chapter. Yoginam api sarvesham madgatena antaratmana sraddhavan bhajate yomam same yuktatamo mataha. Arjuna, please remember, yoginam api sarvesham, there may be many yogis. But when you realize the self, Jivatma, take that same congregation of the roads, involves in yogic meditation, visualizes Atma, you should not stop with Jivatma alone. You should reflect on the Swarupam, the essential nature of Jivatma. You will understand that myself, Krishna says, myself Paramatma is the indweller of that Jivatma. Realize that Paramatma is the indweller. Madgatena antaratmana. Realize that I am within you and focus your mind on me. Focus your mind exclusively on me. Shraddhavan bhajate yomam, with full faith and with love and devotion, engage in meditation towards me. It is called Bhakti Yoga. Same Yukta Tamo Mataha. He is the greatest of all the yogis because that Bhakti Yogi loves me and I love him. So thus far the yogis we saw, they stop with one point. For buses they say cut service. This bus can go till Madurai from Chennai, but it will be cut from Trichy itself. Likewise, they can go for liberation through Bhakti Yoga, but they stop with Jnana Yoga. They have attained the self Jivatma. This is enough. Many people will settle. Arjuna, don't settle down with Jivatma. Observe the nature of Jivatma. You can understand that Paramatma is the indweller of that Jivatma. Realizing that, you have to progress to Bhakti Yoga. So first 6 chapters, Krishna taught about Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga. The common destination of both is Atma Sakshatkaram through yogic meditation. Once you have attained that Atma Sakshatkaram, don't stop with Jivatma alone. Realize that Paramatma is the indweller of Jivatma. Meditate on me, engage in devotional meditation with utmost faith, love, devotion incessantly. That will take you to moksham. For that, first you have to perform karma yogam. So Arjuna fight Krishna said. Arjuna said, no Krishna. That you have started about bhakti yogam, you have to explain me about bhakti yogam. So the next 6 chapters, 7 to 12, will focus on bhakti yogam. We will entirely immerse ourselves in the nectar of bhakti, those 6 adhyayas. Tomorrow will be a total enjoyment of Bhakti Yogam, which Krishna is going to teach Arjuna. Just the stage is set right now. Because yesterday we saw only 2 chapters. Today 4 chapters. Tomorrow 6 chapters. So please remember the stage right now. Krishna says, after having Atma Sakshatkaram, don't settle down. Realize that Paramatma is within Jivatma. So after Karma Yoga or Jnana Yoga, after attaining that Atma Sakshatkaram, you should progress towards Bhakti Yoga to attain true liberation. How to practice Bhakti Yoga? So initially for Bhakti Yoga, you should have attained success in Jnana Karma Yogas. Then only you can progress to Bhakti Yoga. How to progress and how to prosper and how to achieve success in Bhakti Yoga will be discussed right here tomorrow, same time, in the same place. I request you all to come in large numbers and attend the discourse tomorrow. Thank you. Srimad Ramanujau Vande, Gita Tadbhashya Dayinau, Vamshalankrita Hastabjau, Godanatha Sahodaru.